in a minute, and sorry about that, but my life's kind of hectic right now. So, anyway, enough about that. I got a request video from Ninjaxtx. Again, I'm sorry for being so damn late, but again, life is hectic. And his question was, how do you use a baseball bat to defend yourself? Okay, so I'm going to use a smaller stick because, well, I'm kind of indoors and there's a ceiling fan right there, and I don't want to bash it. Okay, so we're going to be careful here. Alright, so let's go into the first few things, and it also highlights a few things that I've been wanting to show you guys anyway. A lot of people, when they do the baseball bat, they'll do the typical baseball bat swing. Okay, that's the type of thing that you'll find if someone's wanting to use a lot of power and they're wanting to swing for the fences and nail the crap out of you. Okay, typically that type of response is something that you'll see more or less when when someone is frightened, or they're really mad, or they're whatever. You know, they'll do this type of bam type motion. The problem with that, though, is because if I'm defending against such an attack, one, it's easy to see because I'm seeing this. Okay, I'm seeing this. Maybe I'm seeing this. Whatever. I'm seeing this big ass windup. Okay, that gives me three options right off the bat. The first option is to rush in and push on this left arm, or this arm that's facing towards me. If I do that, I jam up this entire attack. He will not be able to do this because I've already jammed him up, and now I can get into a close range grappling type situation. And because both their hands are on the bat, they're going to be less likely to be able to defend themselves intelligently within the first couple, 2-3 moves, which pretty much gives me all the advantage that I need, going back to the positional advantages that I've already illustrated in my online self-defense seminar. So if you're here and they jam right in, it's pretty much over. Okay? Alright. The other way is wait for that swing to start to come and then just duck down. Now, first off, if the swing is coming in this direction, towards me, this way, I'm going to step off to the side. I'm going to drop down. Okay? Because when they're here, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be as easy for them to do this. Plus, they're going to be more aiming towards the head, just instinctively. I'm going to use that to my advantage. In the case that they are not, that's why I have my hands like this. I am using the muscle on the fleshy part of my arm to block. Okay? I am not using my bone. Okay? If you want to know why, take a small stick and pound on your bone for a minute. You'll feel it. It will suck. It will not feel good. However, if you pound on your fleshy side, obviously not very hard, but just enough to give you an idea, it's going to be a lot easier on you on the fleshy side, and you will not receive a broken bone as easily were you to block bone forward. Okay, so block with the fleshy part. I like to have my hands open this way so that if perchance that bat does come in contact, I can go ahead and grab it immediately because my hands are already in that position. Okay? So now that I've already told you how to step into, note how I'm keeping my hands up like this and I'm protecting my head. Okay? I have my elbows so if it does come low, I can drop to protect my ribs as well. But I still have my hands up and I'm able to protect myself. Okay? So I'm going to step in, step under. The swing go right over my head. In which case, I can jump right in and I can put my arm either in between his arms that are swinging this way, or I can go on the outside. Either way, again, I get positional advantage. The third way is to literally, when that swing starts to come, just sidestep it, just step back. Let that swing come across, and then charge in. And from there, okay? So there's 3 different ways of dealing with that type of an attack. That's why we will not be doing that, okay? But I have to show you that attack and the 3 different ways of defending yourself against it before we can move on. Alright, so we've already gone by why we don't want to do this. Rather think of it as more of an eskrima stick, or a really long eskrima stick, or even a katana without the ability to cut. That may be a little bit difficult for some people to understand, but the idea then is to have it in front of you, and when that attack comes, let's say it's a extension or whatever it is to the side of my head, boom, I'm blocking it off and I'm striking with it. So I can do that. I could also use it as a strike. Instead of actually blocking using here, I can go ahead and attack. So the idea is short strikes instead of these big ass long ones will serve you better. Also, another way of using it would be to grasp it in the middle. Yes, you will have a bigger end. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with that, okay? That's called improvisation. You're going to have to improvise quite a bit. But when that strike comes, you can actually block using the center of the stick, and then if it's a strike coming to my head here, I can literally step forward, block, do like a force-to-force block, and then using this end here, I can then loop that around the back of the guy's neck. So it would be 1, 2 behind the neck, and now I can control his body just by simply manipulating the trap between my arm, the stick, and his neck. Okay? Another way would be for that strike to come in, boom, and I just go ahead, step forward my right foot, block it here, strike down on top of the head this way, and then I can follow through. Okay? Now granted, these are all close in, but then again, that's why if you're in that close, this may be a good grip for you, because at a long range, this grip will not help you. Close range it will. Okay, so I mean, everything always goes down to position and range. Always, always, always. But if you can get somebody to do this, most likely you'll be okay. It's when they're doing the other things that I just showed you, yeah, now you're in trouble. Okay, a lot of the time. The other thing is, understand that when someone is doing a big swing like this, they may just be frightened, or they may just be really angry, okay? So they're not really thinking, they're just reacting. That's why you need to get in and close the distance and finish the situation right then. Do not hesitate. Because if you give me that ability to do this, even if you just back away, okay? Now if you back away, I'll probably make that second swing. That's okay. But if you close the distance, avoid that swing, and you're on the inside, but you haven't capitalized on it, now you're just prolonging the situation, and there will be a point when I will hit you with this. There will be that point. And the whole idea is to not get hit with this, okay? So that's why you evade as much as you can. The other thing is that understand with the stick, all the power is at the end of it, not up here, okay? So the power is right here at the end of the stick. So if you're able to block it, and if you do need to block it towards the hands. That will also give you a lot more control. And because of the centripetal weight of the stick. Their grip strength is trying to keep the stick from flying out, obviously. Well, if you block it and then grab it, you're adding to that centripetal weight. Okay? So, in which way, it makes it a lot easier for you to literally take the stick right out of their hands. That's just how that's done. And that's the explanation for that. So, anyway, hope you enjoy it. Hope that helped you out. Just kind of a real quick overview, but there's a lot of things that you can do from the inside. There's a lot of things that you can do just by moving the stick around, much as you would a katana or any other eskrima stick or anything of that nature. Also realize that essentially a baseball bat is more or less a hanbo, so, or a 3-foot staff. So in which case, a lot of your hanbo techniques will work for a baseball bat as well. So there you go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your time. Defend your homes wisely.